Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Hey, I've been on a little horror kick lately, and I wanted to show you guys my little horror collection. Now, I've been picking up these movies like, you know, I don't know, it's been over 2 or 3 months since I picked them up, but some of them I might have already put them in a pickup, but I like to just share with you guys some of the horror movies. I really love horror movies. So this is my Stephen King collection. This is just regular DVD. It's a horror movie collection. The Langoliers, Sleepwalkers. I love Sleepwalkers. The Stand. I didn't watch that much. I don't remember that. The Tommy Knockers. I kind of remember watching that one back in the day. But these were back in the day when I was much younger and my kids was little, and I have such fond memories of some of these movies. I just That's why I love collecting, you guys. I love collecting. But these are my little horror collection of movies that I've been collecting these past few months. Now, some of them I might have already had in here, but John Carpenter, Master of Fear, I got The Thing, Prince of Darkness, They Live, and The Village of the Damned. Now, The Thing I already have on a separate DVD, and then They Live, I don't think I have that. And Prince of Darkness, I don't have that. The Village of the Damned, I already got that movie, but I just wanted to get the They Live and Prince of Darkness. Now I think I might have a couple doubles. I might have to look see because I basically got it for Prince of Darkness and They Live, but I think I end up getting They Live on a steel case. I don't know for sure. I didn't look in my collection, but yeah, this is just regular, DVD, and you can just pop it in, my Xbox 360 because I play Xbox 360 games. And of course, I might show this in a previous pickup, but Malignant. Well, this movie was just brilliant. This was a brilliant movie. And like I said, some of these movies not even opened up. But yeah, that's a 4K. The other one was the I collect 4K and Blu-ray. Imaginary. I picked this up at Walmart the other day. It's an average movie, but I thought it was good, and I like horror movies, and I thought it was okay. I went to the theater to go see this movie. I thought it was all right. I ain't gonna say it's a blow your mind type of a horror movie, but it did its job. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now these movies are kind of. I will have to say these movies are not that good, but for some reason I enjoyed them, and I ain't. All of them are not great, but the VHS series, I I like sitting around watching stuff like this on a boring day. A lot of times, man, when you got movies like this, you could sit back and you could just like they got certain stories on each one VHS. And I watched this one day on a streaming service and fell in love with just sit there and watch the rest of them. And I even said that some of them weren't that good. This is a Blu-ray VHS two. It's like I said, it's a bunch of stories and just a bunch of different stories. But I just want to put it in my collection because, like I told you guys, I'm really thinking about just getting rid of streaming services altogether. Even though I like Apple Plus and I just got Apple Plus, and then I got this one. This one I have not watched yet. The other two I have, and and trust me, I do know they're not. Some of them are not that good, but. I own a lot of movies that a lot of people might say ain't that good that I might end up I end up liking. Now I really enjoyed this. Now this might have been in a previous pickup, but this was just an excellent movie. I seen this. I didn't go to theater to see this, but I did see it on a streaming service, years back, and I really enjoyed this movie, Mama. It was a good job. Jessica Chastain, and it's a really it was a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then this is an underrated movie. It's called The Relic. It's a monster movie, and it's so underrated to me. This guy here, he passed away. She's still around, but he passed away. I think he had some kind of drinking problem or something. But good actor though. He was a pretty good Tom Sizemore. But anyway, he's gone. I checked it out and he passed away. But anyway, this was a good movie. It was really a good. I mean, this was a. I think this is an underrated movie for some reason. I really like, I always thought it was a good movie. I call it the Monster movie. And then this movie I have not completed because boy, it was creeping me out when I did watch it on Netflix. But I'll have to finish it. But sorry about the camera. I do that every time. Oh my lord, I can't stand when I do that. But anyway, Barbara Duck. Uh, it's a. This was an excellent movie. This is an excellent movie. I had to finish it though. It was on Netflix, but it's a creepy. It's different. I haven't even opened it yet. But Barbara Duck. Yeah, a lot of people like that movie. And then you got. I got all the Phantasm movies in here. A lot of people don't care for these either. I like them. They're cheap made, and under budget movie, but you gotta admit, man, I was God. How old was I when these came out? I think I was in my early 30s. But I just enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty cool movies. I really did. Just brings back memories of back in the day, man. Back in the day, Phantasm, 5 movie collection. I talked to some people at work that said they didn't care for it. Love this movie, 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts. I remember I first watched this movie. I thought this is a remake of an old original 13 Ghosts. I tried to watch the old black and white 13 Ghosts, but I couldn't get into it. And that's the first time I ever did not get into an old movie. I have to rewatch that over just to see if I can change. Because sometimes you gotta watch stuff over again. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. God, this was a good movie. Really good movie. Yeah, I mean, this was really, I enjoyed this movie, 13 Ghosts. And then I watched this movie a while back, and I enjoyed this movie as well, The Faculty. And I wanted to have it in my collection. Yeah, just early 2000s, man, the early 2000s. This was pretty, I thought this was a decent movie, man. Yeah, I thought it was a decent movie. And then I enjoyed this movie as well. Now I watched the old House of Wax and I enjoyed it as well. Uh, but I enjoyed this movie. I really did enjoy this movie. A lot of these people in this movie was super young. Now they got to be in their early 40s now, if older. But they were young in this movie. They got to be in their early 40s. I don't know if they're that old yet, but yeah, House of Wax. I enjoyed that movie. And then who didn't like 30 Days of Night? Everybody kept talking about this movie, man. I was working at Red Lobster and I heard these server girls talk about it. I finally watched it. I was late to the show on this one, but this was very impressive. This was a very good movie. Very good movie. I enjoyed this movie. Yeah, very good. And then I don't know if you guys remember this one, but this is one I thought this was the urban legend. I thought this was uh, I thought this was underrated. I always thought this was a lot better than what I just think this is a lot better movie than what people. I don't know what people think about this movie, but I enjoyed this movie. Urban Legend, very entertaining movie, very entertaining. But yeah, I love my horror movies. And this movie here, I never thought I would like this movie, to tell you the truth. But I watched it over again. I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't think it was that good. Then I watched it over again, and I like it. It's a fun horror flick, just like it said. It's a fun horror flick. This is James Gunn's movie. Yeah, it's yeah. I like my horror collection, man. And then I don't know if any of you guys know, but Shudder. This is one of their exclusives, The Boar. Very, very good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Some of this cast you probably don't even know who it is. I think this movie's made over in Australia somewhere. So, but I enjoyed it. I wanted it in my collection. In the outback, no one can hear you squeal. I thought they did a good job on the boar makeup too. Because They must have said, and then I might have showed this in the previous video, but Kevin Bacon and the Darkness. I caught this on Netflix. I thought this was an excellent, excellent, excellent movie. Really, The Darkness. And then one that I have not watched, and it's a recommendation from this Shudder. I haven't watched that. I think this is a. I'm just gonna watch and see what it's all about. I have no idea. I'm going in on the blind, but I've heard, this says it's from the executive producers of The Grudge and The Ring, and I love both those movies. So I have to see what that's all about. But unrated Shudder, so we'll see. I'll watch it eventually, but none of these are open. Like I said, folks, I still collect DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks. But yeah, that's my collection of my I got on a little horror buying kick here lately. So anyway, I got another couple videos I'm put up, but I got one coming up called Games Not Complete. I'm gonna label it some kind of way. But anyway, God bless, take care, and we'll catch you next video. Have a great day, and we'll see you.